Remember the wild mane of hair and gravelly voice that made Billy Connolly the big yin of comedy? His humor was unparalleled, from stadium tours around the world to avant-garde stand-ups in Glasgow bars. Billy has almost stopped making public appearances these days, yet he is by no means retired. To see out how Britain's favorite comedian now spends his days brimming with warmth, inventiveness, and that mischievous glint in his eye, watch through to the finish. When Billy Connolly was at his best, he was a flurry of energy on stage, flinging stories about politics, fame, and family with the fluidity of a poet. Fans tuned into TV shows like An Audience with Billy Connolly, where his spontaneous anecdotes became famous, and his stand-up specials in the 1980s and 1990 seconds sold out venues. However, he never shied away from the gift of humor, attributing it to his working-class Glasgow upbringing, which provided him with the best material and an unwavering sense of perspective. Billy now resides in a comfortable beach home on Scotland's west coast, with a view of a wide bay where fishing boats float. His insatiable curiosity is demonstrated by the bookcases filled with history and mythology literature and the framed posters from previous tours that adorn the walls. He greets neighbors and watches seabirds wheeling overhead while strolling down the pebble beach in the mornings with a quilty scarf over his neck and a cane in hand. The soft roll of the waves and the distant gull's call are practically audible. Billy goes to his yard workshop after breakfast to create wooden sculptures for his loved ones. His unrealized artistic potential is demonstrated by his thick acrylic sculptures of Celtic animals and funny figures. His ability to freehand a dragon's head out of a solid oak block is evidence that comedy can be carved just as easily as words and that creativity is not limited to any one medium. The sound of chisels scraping wood is nearly audible. Billy conducts storytelling classes for kids at a nearby community center in the afternoons. Leaning forward, he sits in a circle and uses his trademark wit to keep everyone on the edge of their seats as he tells fanciful tales about knights and legendary creatures. It's evidence that connection is at the core of humor and that delivering stories is just as important as cracking laughs. As he delivers a flawless punchline, you can practically hear the children's gasps and giggles. Billy spends his evenings at home with his wife, Carol, in silence. After preparing modest meals, such as fresh fish from the bay and veggies from their garden, they relax by a roaring fire and brainstorm ideas for a potential memoir while remembering past journeys, as evidence that happiness grows with age, and that shared history can be the greatest comedy of all. His laughter fills the room as he recalls a joke that he told 1,000 times and that is 40 years old. In the hearth, you can practically smell the wood smoke. You have learned about Billy Connolly's life away from the stage, which is full of art, tales, and peaceful fulfillment, if you have stayed to the very end. His days demonstrate that even the most well-known comedians can come up with fresh ideas for inspiring, relating to, and creating. Please give this video a thumbs up and forward it to your lifelong admirers if this look inside Billy's world made you feel better. To ensure you don't miss another homage to a comedy icon, leave a comment below with your greatest Billy Connolly recollection. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Cheers to joy and the small things in life.